All right, we're recording.
Hey guys, it's Julie from Louisville, Kentucky. If we would just, everybody introduce yourself, say where you're from.
I'm Maria, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hi, Maria.
Hey, I'm Laura Kotowitz. I'm in Sacramento, California.
Hey, Laura.
I'm Tim Wiltshire, and I'm in Reno, Nevada.
Hi, Tim.
Abby Leffert in Louisville, Kentucky.
Hey, Abby. And Amy, it looks like she's on mute, so we'll say hi, Amy.
Her sound's not working.
Yeah, her sound's not working. Jacqueline.
Hi,
Hi, Jacqueline.
can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, my volume's not very loud, and I can't really I haven't figured out how to turn it up. But
Can you hear me
I
now?
can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
There you go.
All right,
Yeah,
Abby.
let's see. So that's everybody on. Do you guys see anybody different? Anybody else?
Nope, that's everyone, I think.
Okay. So Abby, do you want to start with our creed?
Sure. In the tribe, we lead others by building one another up through positivity. We are an honest community that is focused on family, fun, and an opportunity to serve others. We strive to make dreams a reality. Most of all, we empower others to be a difference makers and share all the opportunities and gifts Wild Tree can offer to others.
Love that.
Awesome creed. Okay. So we'll start with recognitions.
Or do you guys want to share any good news? Does anybody have anything fun they want to share? I have some good news to share.
All right. What's your good news, Maria?
Abby made the trip to Panama!
Yay!
It's 100% official.
Abby.
She's
The
getting that trip.
This one I got for one, yes.
She's sealing a deal on trip for two, but we strategized today, and that is probably going to happen.
I hope
That
so.
was awesome.
Big stretches. 9 days.
Awesome.
There's still time. She
Yes.
can get for two.
She can. It's worth it. We need Kevin there, free and all inclusive.
Right. And anyone else have any good news?
Anything can be little, it can be big. It doesn't have to be earning a trip. It can be like, I had a good party last week.
I had a good party last week.
Julie.
I did my first Instant Pot class / party, and it was crazy and fun and super successful. I already have 39 people that want to come to the next one, so I'm trying to figure out how to break that down. And those are without invite. People that have reached out that wanted to come or have seen it since, saw my thank you, saw my post. So I don't even know that I don't know how I'm going to do it, because I really might not need to do a public invite. And this time I only did the public post. I did no comm central, no email, no text, no anything to invite anyone. I just did that one post and invited who commented. So it's crazy.
Amazing.
That's
That party
awesome.
looked amazing.
Yeah,
I did,
I've got
I
some
did-
tweaking to do with the actual party, the logistics of it, but yeah, it's good. It's awesome. You have to do it. Everyone has to do it. You're crazy not to do it.
Yes. So go buy an Instant Pot. Get on it.
You don't even need yours. I didn't use mine.
That's true.
Everybody
I know how
bring.
to use it, though. That's awesome. Anyone else good news?
I'll share for my dad, Tim, who's on. He had a really great party. And what was really awesome about it was that it was one of the first times that he had some really successful orders at the party. So that was just fun and boosted his confidence about getting orders at a party. So yay.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yeah, that was good. It was the first time I had somebody say to me, oh, I used to have a rep. I don't have one anymore. Give me an order form and a catalog. And she sat down and just wrote everything out and spent $250. And I said, hi, nice to meet you.
That is
And-
awesome.
And we did a little Instapot demo there. It was my practice because we sent an email out to my wife's company today. And we're doing one at her company on Wednesday. And we've had 7 responses so far. People are coming. So
Yay.
it's rolling.
That's awesome.
That is really cool. It's very cool to do it, you know,
Yeah.
at a location like that. That's great advertising.
Awesome. Okay, so anyone else have any good news? Okay, then we'll move on to new team members. Anyone have any new team members right now?
I actually had somebody join the other day, Debbie Taylor. She just found me on the map, so I don't know anything about her. But if by chance she ends up watching this, because I invited her to it, I want to acknowledge the fact that she joined my team on, I think, Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Awesome. Welcome,
Awesome.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's
Amy,
awesome.
why don't you explain to people who might not know, reps who might not know, how she found you on the map and why it's important to be on the map?
That's a good point. She obviously, I mean, she has a Cincinnati address, so I'm not really sure how she found me over you, Maria, quite honestly. But yeah, I mean, as far as like on the map, north of Cincinnati, I am currently, I think, the only one that's on the map anywhere around here. So if they're just looking for somebody to join through Wild Tree, you need to be a team leader or above and have $1,000 in personal sales and above to continue to stay on the map. So yeah, so I'm excited because it just was a pleasant surprise to see that. I've reached out to her via email. I haven't heard back yet, but I was going to text her next if I didn't hear back from an email. So
Cool.
I believe your new way of inviting people or like saying hi to people, Maria, I think is what I used, was your email you sent us a couple months ago. So yeah.
Great.
Hopefully we'll see her at national conference.
Yeah.
We'll get to meet her. We'll
Oh,
go
no, did you say Nashville? Oh, National. Denver. Okay.
Denver.
I think you said, yes, gotcha. I thought you said Nashville. I was like, what? Gotcha. Yes, agreed.
Awesome.
I sort of had the same thing happen. I just had a girl that signed up. I don't know who she is. And again, I don't know if she found me on the map or how. I guess she just enrolled and she got assigned to me. So I've reached out to her and waiting to hear back from her, both via email and text, but it was at the end of last week. So yeah, we'll see.
Awesome. What's her name?
Her name is Nina Soleil.
Great.
Pretty neat.
Hopefully we hear from her. And again, another perk of being a leader and being on the map. That's awesome.
Totally.
Awesome. Okay, what about 350 Club? So far this month I have Portia Heck. Does anyone else have the 350 Club members?
I have Michelle Koberman and Lisa Heathman.
Awesome.
I have Maureen Donlin, Lindsay Mahoney, Deb Tyson, Stephanie Hellner, and Heather Issing.
Awesome.
Oh, and Abby Fink. Sorry, I forgot one more.
Okay, I have Kristen. Oh no, Kristen's close. I have Lorene Wiltshire, Jenny Oliver, Taylor Collis, Tim Wiltshire, Stacy Packard, Katie Lefton, and Christina Castellanos. So
Awesome. I've got Jess Rothgeb, Kristen Miller, Michelle Maddle, Libby Marks, and Abby Rui.
Awesome.
And I have Brittany Bressler, Carolina Hanshu, Trisha Davidson, and Michelle Weeks.
Awesome. Wait, who is that was talking? I missed
that was Laura.
Oh, that was Laura. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I just didn't have a picture. So
I know. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my video. I can't get it to work. So you guys just get my black screen.
I'm on a phone, so I have to scroll it. And when I scroll it, awesome. Anyone else? 350 Club?
Amy and Diana aren't on, but they have Carrie Rollins in the 350 Club.
Awesome. That's great. What about 1000?
Heather on Stephanie's team is in the 1,000 Club.
Awesome.
In my 1,000 Club, I have Carolina Hanshu.
Mm-hmm. And my sister, Christina Castellanos, too.
Oh, awesome.
And I've got Jessica Carrion and Liz Fear in the, Liz is very close. She's not there, but she's super close.
Yeah, that's how Portia is on my, she's really close. Not there yet, but really, really close. Awesome. So still plenty of time in the month to get there. How about Aspiring Leaders Club? Anyone have Aspiring Leaders Club? Fast Start earners. I know you said that you just recently got those reps, so I don't know if you have Fast Start. But how about any of our last month's reps? Any Fast Start earners?
I've got one that's close, Lori Ellers. She launched this past weekend and has some workshops coming up. So her goal is by month's end, she will have $1,000 in her Fast Start. So,
anybody else?
Back to aspiring team leader, Carlina Hanshoe is in the aspiring team leader. She's hoping to make first month's team leader numbers and get to Vegas. So she just needs a little bit to go.
She will. She will. She's on fire.
Yeah, she's got it in the bag.
Awesome.
She's totally coming to Vegas.
Yeah.
She's already planned come to Vegas.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Maria, did we want to go on to the topic of the day, which is going to be about maximizing your hostess credits? That's earning hostess credits for yourself along with that commission check. And just a reminder that for 500 in sales, so host your own party, 500 in sales is 150 in free, 125 in cash. And if you sell 700, then it's $200 free and $175 in cash. For party, there's so many new and exciting things right now. I can speak on behalf of the IP party because I just had it, and it was awesome. But an extension of that also is that at some of my tastings, I've been doing an demo instead of having appetizers. So anyone do any IP or salad bar, one-on-one. Abby, I know you've been doing some one-on-ones. About that?
Well, it's super fuzzy right now, guys.
Yeah, I said does somebody have water running?
No.
I think it's coming from yours, Julie.
I wonder why. I'm just sitting in my car.
I know all of a sudden you started breaking up.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But that's okay. Abby, you go ahead and share.
Yeah, if like we were saying, different ways to. I think I talked about the one-on-ones last time a little bit, but if you missed it, with people that maybe come to a party or have lots of products, it's just you send them the great form, send them in advance, meet here where they are, and finding out their needs, asking lots of questions has really been a great way for me to get a couple $100 a week in sales by not even leaving my house. Maybe once one of them will leave my house, but they like to. A lot of times they like to come to my houses and products, and we talk about what their dinner time looks like, what does need help in. I have about all the workshops. They look through the recipes. Oh, my family this and this. So those orders are easy, always $80. Sometimes 100, sometimes a little less. But I say average of $80. I think if you do 5 a week, that's such as a party. So that's been super helpful for extra sales for me without leaving my house. So for those of you that don't want to leave your house as much, those are a great way. And they're a lot of fun, and they build a great relationship with your customers. I just really like asking lots of questions and finding out what they need. And also at that time, they can download the app. You should show them how to use the app. They can order straight off the app if they want to. So it's been super helpful for me and for them. And they're telling their friends about it. And then their friends are wanting them as well. And I've actually been sharing that at my workshops and tasting, that this is a service that I offer. And a lot of people are really interested. So that's another great way to add to your sales for the month.
Absolutely. I'm going to piggyback off what Abby says. I've been running a lot of one-on-ones too. And I think that even if you're a new rep around here, or if you've been around for a few months or a year or two, you can set up one-on-ones. I think so many of us invite people to our launches or invite people to our events, and they don't come. So we automatically assume these people aren't interested in what we have to offer here at Wild Tree, and that's just absolutely not the case. So many people just are apprehensive if they read the invite, or maybe they missed the invite or didn't read it. You don't know what's going on in anyone's head unless you get to the bottom of it and personally reach out and ask people. So this is just a great opportunity to connect with people that maybe you haven't done Wild Tree with, and maybe they would like that personal touch, that personal one-on-one experience, to let them know what options they have for them. Maybe their family has dietary needs or restrictions, and you could be a great service to them. And with the tool of the app now, you aren't in the dark. You don't have to feel like you are navigating these one-on-ones with no resources or tools. The app can be a great resource for you. We've also put together a Google Doc, and I'll post it in the comments below with the recording. A Google Doc that just has a bunch of documents that you all maybe have seen before, with all of our flyers for 5-minute prep, 10-minute prep, breakfast bundles, salad in a jars, just all those sets that we offer, so that you can be offering those to your customers during one-on-ones and feel like you have tools in your tool belt for getting those accomplished, because we don't want you to feel like, oh, I can't do a one-on-one. I'm kind of struggling with meal planning myself. Get savvy with the app, start using some tools that Wild Tree offers for yourself, and then you're able to share those with other people without really thinking about it too hard. Plus, we'll give you all the tools you need. So they're fabulous and very, very helpful. Your upline leader can also direct you with better language for working those one-on-ones if that's the direction you'd like to take. So,
Awesome. Anyone else done any kind of different party? Or party?
I wanted to ask a question. I know Jacqueline maybe can talk about kids in the kitchen, but I wanted to ask the question real quick back to the Instapot, Julie. And I know I think at one point on the success page, there are some documents that are associated with the Instapot party as well. But that was like 6 recipes. Where did you come up with your other ideas? Because since you had so many people.
Right. Well, 2 things on that. One is I picked recipes that cover a little bit of everything. Am I still breaking up? Okay. I want to cover a little bit of everything. So I wanted to show them that you can use your Instant Pot as an electric skillet where you don't even put the lid on. So I added sloppy joes. So I was just, oatmeal. I was just trying to cover things that are not just one pot things, not things you just dump in, but other ways you can use your Instant Pot. The chicken noodle soup is a 2-layered kind of recipe. Super easy, super fast. But I do actually kind of, sweat my vegetables on saute while I'm chopping my chicken, and then I dump it all in. And then Abby and I kind of just talked up like what recipes she likes, what I like, what seemed to be a big hit. That being said, I got a little panicked when I had 14 people confirmed. They chose their meals. Then I started counting plugs and thinking logistics. So I went on in there and wrote taken next to eggs and quinoa and rice, so that because I had added those as well, just to have to show people that, because we use quinoa in our mason jar salads and everyone likes to eat stuff on rice. But once I really started looking at it, really started thinking it through, in a 2-hour party, I just thought it was going to be a lot. So I kind of cut it off there, and it went great. We had no big hiccups, no blown fuses, breakers, any of that kind of stuff. My power strip did pop once, and we just had to pop it right back in. And what we did is we ended up waiting until like the sliders or something that was really quick was finished, and pulled that drum out, put another drum in, or plugged in a different Instant Pot. But going forth, a lot of people want to book them. I think this was too many to do in someone else's house like that. I would go to a 7 or 8 range. So that's what I'm doing. So what I had everyone do at my party, I had them fill out their customer care form. You'll be surprised at how much time they do have to talk. Like, you do have time to do your spiel. You get 4 or 5 Instant Pots going, and I did each one with the person. So because I knew how to do it, and just for time's purposes, they were helping, but I didn't just say, here, do this one. So I actually walked to this pot. We got this one started so everyone could see how to make that meal. Then we walked to the next pot, got that one started. Everyone could see how to make that meal. I did that for every single pot. once several of them were going, then I would stop and talk, give a little bit of a spiel or a little bit more about the IP. People would ask questions and that kind of stuff. So as I worked my way around the room, then, there are periods where you're just waiting for things to finish up. So I would give my spiel then as well. So you do have time to talk about it. So when I had people fill out the customer care form, I had them flip it over when it was all finished and write their favorite 7 recipes, whether it's the ones that tasted the best, whether it was the most useful, the ones they were most scared of, whatever it was. And it was funny because there's only about 9 total. Like if I wrote all of those down, there was a very same 9. So I can easily get it down to 7 or 8. And I'm just going to let the host of my next one, I'm hosting one, but I'm going to let the host of my next one, depending on her kitchen size, choose. I'm going to give those 9 recipes and she can choose how many she wants to offer and how many she wants to do. And then we'll go from there.
And to be clear, for everyone that's watching the playback or watching right now or listening, these women all brought their own Instant Pots. And they brought all of the groceries. They brought their own Instant Pots and they brought their own groceries. So these were women that had an Instant Pot that weren't savvy using it, or maybe they were, but they wanted to come and learn new recipes. And so Julie wasn't providing much of anything except for the small amounts of wild tree needed in each recipe. And we were providing a Google Doc that has every single recipe they used and the wild tree products needed. And I think it was just a small bunch. What would you say, like 9 wild tree products that you need?
Yeah, it was not very much.
And it's, things that you might have in your pantry already. So these aren't new products that you need to buy for this party. This is looking through your pantry, using up what you have, maybe ordering a couple of things, and
you don't have to make one meal. It's not like a workshop where if you've got 6 people doing one stop crock, you need enough of those products to cover 6 people. It's one meal. So it's really easy the product. And I did provide a big, instead of doing appetizers, because there's going to be a giant plate of toppings. So tortilla cubes, cheese, cilantro, green onion, purple onion, and lime wedges, just anything that would go with your buns, that kind of stuff. There were toppings. And I did make guacamole, and I put the orange marmalade over cream cheese and one thing I did want to say that's important is that they get to choose their meal. So you post what they can choose, and then as they comment what they want to bring, you go up and you edit and put their name in parentheses so people can see that it's taken, but they've also chosen their own meal. And then I did not PM them individually. I waited until everything was full, and then I posted another big post on the event that listed whoever one is, what their meal is, and what they bring. Because I did split up, like ranch chicken chili. I gave 2 pieces. Somebody wanted to come, but all the meals were gone, so I just picked back there with someone else, and they split the product. So some of the things, sloppy joes, it was bring ground beef, but really there's 6 ingredients there. Let's do it up.
So you guys mentioned it. Did you already post it, your Google Doc for this?
No, we're going to post in the comments below with the playback.
Okay.
And that's very similar to Julie. I'm having my first one on Wednesday and I have another one the next Wednesday. And I have a few more to add to that Google Doc as well. And hopefully I'll have some other tips to on Wednesday. But Julie's super helpful. For my the Facebook part, if you want to see how it's laid out, just let me know. And you can see. I don't know if you're people like I am. So.
Awesome.
Something I added to mine was I made a small freezer meal, a half, and I froze it so I could demo them how you can go from the freezer to the table.
Awesome.
And their heads were swimming. They thought that was the greatest thing in the world.
What did you do?
I did it's a recipe that I use, which is a turkey chili that I just have ground turkey, and onion and white beans and tomato sauce, and I add Leslie's chili to it, and I freeze it. And I was always thinking this is going to take at least an hour to an hour and a half. From warm up to cook to down, it was 27 minutes.
Wow.
And you know
How
that
did you set your IP at? A manual setting, or did you use the chili button?
I almost always use the manual setting.
Okay. Awesome.
But
Thank you.
it just really tied it all together for them to see what a time saver.
That was a big question at mine. A lot of people, they had that question. Can you take things straight from the freezer? Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Awesome. So yeah, that's a little bit about Instant Pot parties. If anybody's watching this playback and you're unsure of certain parts or areas, reach out to Julie or Abby or even Tim and see what questions you have, because we have such a limited time here, and we've got so many other awesome ideas for you guys for closing out January super strong. I just want you all to realize, the people watching this, to realize the whole point of this call today is to make sure you hit your goals, whether it's to earn the double free or earn the extra commission that Wild Tree has you earn when you hit $1,000 in sales, and how easy it can be. It's not rocket science, and not just because you're not doing a freezer meal workshop doesn't mean you can't offer Wild Tree to your community. And these are just useful, fun, creative ways to do that. So I thank Abby and Julie for spearheading the whole Instant Pot party for our tribe. It's been super fun to learn. So between one-on-ones and Instant Pots, what else do we have? Jacqueline, do you want to share anything about Kids in the Kitchen? I know you and I have done that a lot.
Yeah, I haven't done it this season in a while, but I had people asking me about it at my party yesterday, and it did get me excited about it again, because I think so many times we're at our parties, of course, mostly with busy parents, and so they're always talking about how to get their kids healthier, and part of the reason they're wild treeing is because they want to feed their families healthier food. So the Kids in the Kitchen is just an extension of that, where you get to actually bring the kids and the parents together for your workshop. The documents that we have shared in the past, I think, are Abby's and Maria and Abby's, the combo of you guys using the easy breezy slow cooker recipes and doing 4 of those. And so we can repost those again. It's similar to the Instant Pot, limit the amount of people you have, just because it gets busy, of course, with kids. Limit the amount of recipes. So I think 4 is a good amount of recipes to do, which is what you guys have in the document. And when it comes to your demo, doing something simple like the kids mac and cheese, maybe a sloppy joe, having them kind of start the party with getting the kids in the kitchen, showing everybody how easy it is to make the mac and cheese, how simple it is to maybe do the Instant Pot sloppy joes and get something kid-friendly going. And then everybody gets to work working on those 4 meals. And then when it's time to eat, the kids can eat and maybe finish up coloring while you talk to, the moms after the kids are all done working, because they'll be done. They'll definitely be done, no matter how old they are, from, I'd say, 3 years old to 12 years old. They're all ready to go. They're done after 4 recipes, and they want to move on to the next thing. So have a movie ready, or have snacks and coloring, maybe activities depending on the age of the kids, so that you can spend some time with the parents after you're finished with the kids helping. But again, it's just a really great way to service your community and bring people together to learn about Wild Tree, to show them how important it is to have their kids be involved in the kitchen so they can continue to make healthy choices as they grow up. But they're pretty easy to set up, and we can share the documents again in this post.
Awesome. Oh, Maria, you're okay.
I have nothing to add to that. That was perfect, Jacqueline. Yeah, I've had so much luck with those in the past. I did those a couple times this summer, and it was fantastic. It was just a new group of people that hadn't wild treed with me in years, or had never wild treed with me before. And I know Abby has had a lot of success doing that too. She's done it with her Girl Scout troops and first grade, second grade classes. I think Amy's done it with Girl Scouts too as well.
Right.
I did Girl Scouts too.
Right. I mean, I will add that it's individual ordering, so not a workshop kit, and nobody goes home with products as well. Is that correct? Just so people understand that part of it too. So it is a little different than a workshop, but again, I think you guys have that step. by step.
Mine, they do go home with products.
Yeah, in the most recent one, they go home with the product. So it's
Okay.
4 products, I think, and then they go home. So it's like a $40 price point for the party, and they'll go home with some leftover.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. So that's a fun one to do, and you have time to do it with shipping, depending on where you are in your area. There's still time to advertise that for that and ship it. This month, you could even have it early February, so it doesn't have to be held this month. You just have to get that order in this month and just allow for your time zone to be shipped. And in the eastern part of the United States, where we are, it's only a 4-day ship from the day after you place the order, 4 business day. So it's super fast.
On that note, this is not on the list that we posted, but there's still time for you to promote game day, the game day bundle for Super Bowl Sunday. So
Yeah.
you could do a really fun post about, the Patriots and the Eagles, and we know the Super Bowl, like now we know who's in the Super Bowl. Get ready for your Super Bowl party. Order this game day bundle and be ready to either entertain or bring your favorite appetizer or a recipe to whatever party you're going to. And then, Dad, you should share your Valentine's idea.
I was going to say the Valentine's would be good for a kids in the kitchen party. You could have the kids making Valentine's party.
That'd be cute.
So what I did is I created an invite and an event, and it was all based on guys giving their wives or sweethearts the gift of time. So time saved, time together, time well spent. And it was all based on the idea that after you make the workshop, you give her 10 nights off in the future. So and I've had some response, not a great response, but I got to send more out.
You can send that to my husband. His email.
I'll send you the link.
Dave was totally on board, even so for us as reps. Dave was on board with having, I was like, can we do a party at our house where I say, all right, guys, friends, come over and, make meals with Dave. Dave's going to show you how to do it. We just, because of Rise, we can't do it at our house before we leave in time for Valentine's Day. But I think it's something that you could promote. Like if Dave was on board to want to do it. So if you could say come prep with my husband, come over to my house. It's not like you're inviting all the men over to your house and you're going to be leading it. Have your husband lead it and show all of his friends how to get these meals done. I thought
Awesome.
would be fun.
Here's my, how do you get contact with all the husbands? I'm not friends with all the husbands on Facebook. That would be my
Right.
own.
You get your husband to contact the friends.
Yeah, or do like
Hostess.
a wink, wink, send this to your husband, kind of thing.
Do they do the shopping and all the pre-stuff too?
We were hoping.
I mean, if you're saving your wife time and money, they could always use the delivery service.
Yeah.
That's true. The delivery.
My invitation said Wild Tree Workshop, $78, shopping, $100 plus an hour of your time, prep 2 hours of your time, the look on her face, priceless.
That's awesome. Will you share the invite?
Yes, I will.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, we're running out of time. We only have 3 minutes and 45 seconds left, and I want to make sure we share about unique tastings. We definitely shared some unique ideas here for freezer meal workshops. You can do tastings. I love tastings because they don't take much planning. They don't take pre-orders. It's a great thing to throw together at the end of the month to get to your goal of $1,000 this month or earn that double free hostess credit. There are some great ideas for tastings, and I know some of the Louisville girls have done some great tastings. Mom's Meals and Mimosas, and Mom's Meal. Abby can say it probably better than me. Mom's Mimosas Mealtime Solutions. You could do
Wine and
Wine and Wild Tree, any kind of catchy name that gets new people or old customers excited about coming back and hearing about Wild Tree again is just a super, super easy idea. And you don't have to go crazy with food. You can keep it very simple but make it very, very fun and effective as well. Salad in a jar parties are great. I know Abby just had a great salad in a jar party last night, or not last night, a couple nights ago, and had great success there. They're super fun and easy. Everybody brings a couple of ingredients to the party. So you as the rep and as the hostess, it's really not a ton of work. It's not a lot of work for guests either, because you're only bringing a small amount of food to the party. You're bringing mason jars, some lettuce, and a couple of toppings for your salad, and it creates this giant salad bar. And customers use Wild Tree dressings that they pre-order to dress their salads. And the cool thing about it is we all know our salads also double as dinner time. So it's a solution for lunch and dinner. They're getting a lot of bang for their buck. Plus, they can input those products into the app and get even more mealtime solutions. So again, it's just about getting creative, getting in front of people, because we know when we share and we're in front of people, that's where the magic happens.
Right. And the salad party.
What also about the use it party?
Oh, use it up party. Yes. Real quick, we got a minute left. I'm really excited to share this with the tribe. I am going to have a virtual Wild Tree app, master the app class and use it up party. So it's going to be a virtual class that all Wild Tree reps and all Wild Tree rep customers are invited to. It's going to be in the evening. It's going to be 8:30 p.m. on January 28th and February 1st. So no excuse for not being able to be there. Put your kids to bed, hop online. That's Eastern Standard Time. We will master the app. So we will take everybody through the app to customize the app, show them how all the functions work. Then they're going to grab a box of Ziploc bags. They're already going to have all their Wild Tree product out because they will be inputting their pantry items into the app. And they're going to simply put together 5 freezer meals while we're all online together. They're going to just be adding the Wild Tree to the bags, writing on it with a Sharpie like buffalo chicken sliders or golden barbecue sliders or something like that. Zip it up, and then they've got that bag ready to go, and they've got 5 meals ready to go for the next 5 nights. So it's going to be super interactive and productive. It's going to teach you as a rep how to use the app. It's going to teach your customers how to use the app. And the more people are using the app, you guys, it's more money in your pocket. I can't tell you enough how much money this can generate.